Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Don Haskins Center. Before we begin our ceremony, I would like to request your cooperation. This ceremony is a solemn occasion that merits dignified behavior on part of the graduates as well as the audience. Please refrain from shouting out names and using noisemakers during the ceremony. Please silence all cell phones and electronic devices at this time.
Damas y caballeros, antes de dar comienzo a nuestra ceremonia, nos gustaría que nuestra graduación sea una ocasión memorable para todos ustedes. Nuestros padres, familiares y amigos desean escuchar claramente los nombres de nuestros graduandos. Objetos que hacen ruido, teléfonos celulares, pelotas o cualquier otra forma de distracción quitan importancia a esta ceremonia tan especial para nuestros estudiantes. De antemano, muchas gracias por su cooperación.
Welcome to the 26th commencement of Del Valle High School. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand as the Del Valle faculty and staff, along with our superintendent, Dr. Xavier de la Torre, the Board of Trustees, and the Executive Cabinet enter the Don Haskins Center.
Damas y caballeros, bienvenidos a la ceremonia de graduación de la Preparatoria del Valle. Favor de ponerse de pie mientras la facultad y el personal docente, acompañados por nuestro superintendente, el doctor Javier de la Torre, nuestra mesa directiva y el gabinete ejecutivo del Distrito Escolar de Ysleta, ingresan al Centro de Eventos Especiales Don Haskins.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Del Valle High School class of 2015.
Damas y caballeros, la generación del 2015 de la Preparatoria del Valle.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2015 Del Valle High School Commencement Ceremony. At this time, we ask that you please silence all electronic devices. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming today's Mistress of Ceremonies, Miss Rihanna Hernandez, Class of 2015 Student Council President.
Please remain standing for the presentation of colors. The national anthem, the Pledge of Allegiance, the Texas Pledge, and a moment of silence. Gentlemen, please remove your hats. All graduating seniors may keep their mortarboard hats on at this time. Under the leadership of retired Lieutenant Colonel Gary Crafton and Sergeant First Class Melissa Brown Dinkins, the members of the Del Valle Color Guard are Cadet First Lieutenant Ivan Davila, Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Jasmine Myers, Cadet Master Sergeant Brendan Apolinario, and Cadet Sergeant Zachary Hernandez. The national anthem will be sung by our Senior Conquistador Choir under the direction of Ms. Lisa Serna. Ms. Brianna Camposano, our Senior Class Service Project Coordinator, will now recite the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by Ms. Astrid Chavez, our Senior Class Secretary, who will recite the Texas Pledge.
Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Would you please join me in the Texas Pledge? Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in a moment of silence.
Thank you. You may be seated. At this time, I would like to introduce our special guest. From the County Commissioner's Office, ready? Yes. At this time, I would like to introduce our special guest. From the County Commissioner's Office, Precinct 3, County Commissioner, Mr. Vincent Perez. From our Board of Trustees, representative for the Del Valle area, Ms. Patricia Torres McLean. Representative for the Ysleta area, Mr. Sotero G. Ramirez III. Representative for the Eastwood area, Mr. Mike Rosales. Representative for the Hanks area, Mr. Paul Pearson. Also, please give a warm welcome to our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Xavier de la Torre. Will the members of the Superintendent's Cabinet please stand to be recognized? Thank you. We are also honored to have the Del Valle Learning Community Area Principals with us today. Principal of Camino Real Middle School, Mr. Charles Garcia. Principal of Valley View Middle School, Ms. Penny Bankston. Principal of Del Valle Elementary School, Mrs. Lisa Lopez. Principal of Lancaster Elementary School, Mrs. Dolores Acosta. Principal of LeBaron Park Elementary School, Mrs. Norma Sierra. Principal of Mission Valley Elementary School, Mr. Ruben Cadena. And Principal of Press Elementary School, Mrs. Rosa Lujan. Our assistant principals, Mr. Jesus Serna. Mr. Felipe de Jesus Barraza. Ms. Veronica Rodriguez, and Mr. Carlos Guerra. Counselors, Mrs. Stacy Berry, Mrs. Guadalupe Fino, Ms. Martha Piedra, Mrs. Leticia Rodriguez, and Mrs. Yasmin Villa. Go Center Specialist, Mr. Daniel Calderon. Principals Advisory Committee Advisors, Mr. Christopher Lopez. Ms. Gislem Avila. Student Activities Director, Mrs. Cindy Spitz. Our senior class sponsors, Ms. Nancy Peña and Mrs. Corina Marufo. Our Teacher of the Year, Mrs. Yolanda Solis. At this time, I would like to introduce our Del Valle High School Principal, Ms. Carmen Crosay.
Good evening, students, parents, family, and friends. I would like to remind you of the importance of this ceremony. Please refrain from making catcalls or using noisemakers during this special event in order to allow us to make this an unforgettable evening, not only for your child, but for everyone here. Let me start by giving the class of 2015 my most heartfelt congratulations. This class will always have a special place in my heart for many reasons. For one, many of these students began with me at middle school 5 years ago. For many of them, this class is also the smallest group we have graduated in a while at Del Valle High School. And although they are small in numbers, they are mighty in heart and spirit. Third, but not least, they will be my last graduating class of Del Valle High School. Nine years ago, when I came to Del Valle High School, Mr. Pearson, the principal at the time, allowed me to address the faculty. At that meeting, I asked the staff to make their job personal, to always teach, guide, and push their students as if they were their own, that our OFOD motto reflected our instruction. And I am pleased to say that the one family, one destiny is not a motto, but a belief. This belief is evident in the success of our school. Del Valle is the only high school in the city this year to have won 3 UIL athletic team area championships, as you can see by the trophies. At this time, if I can have members of the football team, please stand. These are your area champions. Thank you. At this time, if I can have members of the boys soccer team, please stand. These are your area champions. At this time, if I can have members of the baseball team, please stand. These are your area champions. Thank you. This year, UIL academic team came together and won by over 200 points as a team. Can I have members of the UIL academic team please stand? Thank you, guys. And of course, we cannot forget our JROTC program. They have won honors as a platoon, color guard, drill team, and of course, our nationally ranked rifle team. Can I have the members of the JROTC please stand? Thank you, guys. But I think our OFOD belief is more evident when we're dealing with the individual student. Let me start with the valedictorian, David. Although the loss of his father was a great one, not only to him, but to his family and to our district, David's great and many successes were shared with his teachers, his coaches, and his friends, and we are calling this the Year of David. Thank you, David. The next person I want to highlight is Valeria Ojeda. Valeria struggled to integrate herself into our school after a debilitating health condition. It took friends, counselors, teachers, and of course, student council to bring her in. Today, Valeria stands before you, and can I have Valeria stand? Today, Valeria stands before you as a proud member of the National Honor Society and the proud secretary of her beloved Student Council. The last person is Steven Dominguez. This young man truly epitomizes the OFAD belief. He has given so much to our school, from his Make-A-Wish gift to his fellow drumline, to the inner strength that keeps us believing. Thank you, Steven. This class has truly exemplified the OFAD belief. This class wanted to make history and has done that, not only with their hard work, but also with their hearts. I now challenge them to continue in their path, to continue to make Del Valle proud. As your principal, your teacher, and sometimes your mom, I wish you the best. Gracias, padres, abuelitos, y amigos por estos 9 años de confianza. Thank you, parents, grandparents, family, and friends for trusting me for the last 9 years. Congratulations to the class of 2015. Please continue to believe, dream, and aspire. Always remember that we are one because we are OFAD. Thank you. It's my turn still. At this time, I would like to introduce our Ysleta Independent School District Superintendent, Dr. Xavier de la Torre.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for being here to help us celebrate the academic achievements and accomplishments of your children and our graduates. Let's hear it for the class of 2015. This is certainly not the first time I've stood on this stage to address a group of graduates, but let me assure you that of all the graduating classes that came before you, none are quite as special as you are. The class of 2015. Let me tell you why. 100 years ago, in 1915, the Ysleta community banded together and became one collective voice in support of our schools. 100 years ago, our community intuitively understood what it needed to do to ensure the success of future generations. It needed to establish a local school district in order to provide a world-class public education that would prepare their children for an ever-changing, complex, and challenging world. It was the beginning of what is now the Ysleta Independent School District. 100 years later, I stand before you, the class of 2015. You are, in fact, one of a kind, a centennial graduating class of the Ysleta Independent School District, and you embody the spirit, ideals, and promise of the community back in 1915 that established this school district. Tonight you wear special stoles to commemorate our centennial, and the diplomas you will receive in a few moments are unlike those of any other Ysleta ISD class before you. But more importantly, graduates, you have successfully completed the kind of rigorous, relevant, and engaging education at YISD that our community championed back in 1915. Throughout time, education has proved to be the strongest factor influencing our social mobility, as well as our nation's economic prosperity and our national security. As far back as the 1st century, famed Greek philosopher Plato was noted as saying, "The direction in which education starts a man will determine his future in life." Tonight, you complete your high school education. But unlike the generations that came before you, your diploma may no longer guarantee a living wage. The baccalaureate degree, the BA, has become a new high school diploma. For this generation of students, it is almost necessary to earn a college degree, and not just a baccalaureate, but in many cases, advanced degrees in order to guarantee prosperity and the quality of life that you all deserve. Graduates, you are the greatest investment that we as a society can make in our future. Our fate and the fate of our country lies in your hands. No one knew this better than former President John F. Kennedy, who said, "Let us think of education as the means of developing our greatest abilities, because in each of us there is a private hope and dream which, fulfilled, can be translated into benefit for everyone and greater strength for our nation." Class of 2015, your work at the Ysleta Independent School District is done. We have prepared you for the global society that awaits you, and I have no doubt you will succeed. Congratulations, conquistadores. You make us proud. We wish you only the best that life has to offer. Let's hear it one more time for the class of 2015.
Thank you, Dr. De La Torre. I would like to introduce one of Del Valle High School's counselors, Mrs. Leticia Rodriguez, who will present the Distinguished Achievement Program graduates, Dual Language graduates, and National Honor Society's members.
The Ysleta Independent School District promotes participation in the Distinguished Achievement Plan, DAP, by providing several options and educational opportunities for students to earn this extraordinary distinction. The following recipients were required to perform beyond expectations. These students accomplished all requirements on the Academic Achievement Record transcript by completing all of the required courses successfully. It is my pleasure to recognize these students for their outstanding work. Distinguished Achievement Program graduates, please stand. Please be seated. The Ysleta Independent School District also promotes participation in the dual language program. The following recipients were required to complete 8 required dual language courses. These students fulfilled all required courses successfully. It is my pleasure to recognize these students for their outstanding work. Dual language program graduates, please stand. Be seated. At this time, we would like to recognize the senior members of the various honor societies. Please hold your applause until all honor societies have been called. Graduates, please stand as your society is recognized. The National Honor Society, 62 senior members. Please be seated. The Spanish National Honor Society, 16 senior members. Please be seated. The French National Honor Society, 13 senior members. Please be seated. The National English Honor Society, 50 senior members. Please be seated. And the National Arts Honor Society, 15 senior members. Please be seated. May we please have a round of applause to recognize these Honor Society graduates. I am pleased to introduce an exceptional person who has been instrumental in assisting seniors in obtaining scholarships. He will be presenting the scholarships recipients. Please help me to welcome Mr. Calderon.
At this time, if I can please have all students who receive post-secondary financial aid to include scholarships, grants, and military monies, including students who have enlisted in military service, please stand to be recognized. This year, the class of 2015 would like to present Dr. De La Torre with $9,558,518. Congratulations, seniors. Graduates, you may now be seated. I would like to introduce one of our counselors, Mrs. Guadalupe Fino.
It gives me great honor to recognize the top 10% students of the 2015 graduating class. These students are identified by their white and silver gowns. Top 10% students, please stand at this time. Congratulations on your top academic status. You may be seated. This is a very special moment in our ceremony as I present the top 10 graduates of the 2015 graduating class. They are dressed in their white gowns to denote their top 10 status. The top 2 graduates will receive a medal to commemorate their scholastic achievement. Please stand and remain standing when your name is announced. Number 10, Estrella Lorado. Number 9, Martha Gabriela Yoshido Field. Number 8, Lisa Marie Gutierrez. Number 7, Cristian Noel Sanchez. Number 6, Brandon Delgado Melanche. Number 5, Álvaro Hernández Jr. Number 4, Luis Manuel Rosales. Number 3, Alfonso Arreguín. Salutatorian, number 2, Ricardo Vega. And number 1, our valedictorian, David Ángel Contreras. You may be seated. Mrs. Carmen Croce will now present the salutatorian and the valedictorian.
It is my pleasure to present a Medal of Distinction to our number 2 graduate who will be attending the University of Texas at El Paso and who will deliver the salutatorian address, Mr. Ricardo Vega.
As a salutatorian, my job and privilege is to welcome my fellow students, our families, the best faculty and staff, and our dearest friends. We are gathered here today to celebrate the great leap into the unknown, our future. I give thanks to God for allowing us to get to this momentous leap as we come together. Let me relate a special story. My first day of kindergarten at Alicia Chacon went smoothly because my parents took me and picked me up from school. However, on the second day of school, I had to take a yellow school bus. That bus ride was a frightful experience, and it wasn't until I arrived at school that I felt a little bit safer. The day went on like the first one, so it was not a bad day at all. When school let out for the day, I was supposed to take the same numbered bus. I just stood and I had a small problem. I didn't know which line was the one for my bus. I just stood in line where I saw classmates I recognized and eventually boarded some random bus, which at the time I thought was the correct one. While on that bus, I took a nap. Because as a little kid, I thought that any place was the right place to take a nap. I remember waking up later and being in my dad's arms as he carried me out of the bus, and I saw the dark night sky. I don't really remember anything else, but my mom later told me that my dad and she had been looking everywhere for me. They had looked all throughout the school, the playground, and even the canal that ran behind the school. They told me that they felt as if the earth wanted to swallow them. But to their relief, they found me, thanks to the driver of that yellow school bus. With that experience, I learned that one should always rely on their family, as they will move mountains just to help us in any possible way. I tell this to you, my classmates. Sometimes we might find ourselves lost in this vast world, without hope and without light. However, one has to remember that there are people out there who will look out for you and will give you the power and guidance that you need to keep on moving forward. And these people are your family. I want to thank my brothers Sebastian and Max, my aunt Janet, my uncle and cousins de Gustavos, my uncle Ricky, and the rest of my family. Claramente quiero darle las gracias a mi abuelo Ricardo, mi papá grande, y a mi abuela Delia, mi mamá grande, por su cariño y por los tiempos tan agradables que yo pasé en su casa. I want to thank my most beloved family members, my dad Ricardo and my mom Diana, for always being the light in my darkness. Throughout our careers as students, we have had many teachers, and I wish that I could mention them all. You have helped to mold us into the people that we will become. All of the Valle's teachers are special, and they all leave a dent in our hearts. But the teachers that left a dent that is a little bigger in my heart are Miss Melissa Alvarez, Mr. Marty Armendariz, Mr. Orlando Harrison, Mr. Isidro de la O, and that teacher who acts tough but has a big heart, Ms. Yolanda Gonzalez. Finally, I want to thank my friends, those who have stayed with me even in my failures, and those who every Sunday go out and play soccer as a team and lose by ridiculous scores, yet still keep on going because we are friends. Thank you to those new friends whom I have obtained these past 4 high school years. Thank you to those old friends who have been with me since elementary and are my circle, the ones who have made me into the person I am today. Eric, Lucia, Javier, Rebecca, Edgar, Stephanie, Joshua, Jackie, Jacob, Grecia, Mario, Marta, and Marco, Lemon Lime. I want to thank the class sponsors, Mrs. Corina Marufo and Ms. Nancy Peña, for their time and dedication, and to our honorary sponsor and NHS mentor and speech polisher, Mr. Richard Sanchez. And finally, may you all find a favorable yellow bus in your lives, which brings you sanctuary and protection. God bless, and thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Vega. Now, to deliver the farewell address, our class of 2015 valedictorian, who will be attending the University of Texas at Austin, David Angel Contreras.
All right, I got 2 minutes, but I'm gonna make it a little longer here. Sorry, Mr. Sanchez. Okay. Well, first off, thank you for the welcome, Ricardo. And first off, I would like to thank God for all He's done in my life. And as well, Thanks to all the teachers that I've had the privilege of having, especially to the Hairstons, Melissa Alvarez, Hugo Martinez, and Lisa Serna. You've all impacted my life, not just academically, but personally as well. And also a little shout out to Mr. Lara, Ms. Lazo, Coach P, Mr. Sanchez, Ms. Cabral, Ms. Merritt, and Ms. Sigala, and Ms. Villa, Ms. Berry, and Ms. Crocet. Thank you so much for everything. As well, I would also like to thank all the friends whom I've had throughout my life. From my fellow elementary school Aztecs, to middle school Giants, to now Conquistadores. Through everything, you've always been by my side. And Lucia, Nikki, Isaac, America, Steven, Carlitos, Natalia, Steph, Val, Brian, Manny, Lindsay, Danny, Alfonso, Lisa, Kelly, Nick, Jocelyn, Mihaku, Memo, Rocio, Sam, Dana, Rebecca, Patty, Pete, and the rest of the cross-country and track team. I love you guys so much. Thank you. Also, I would like to thank my family. Beto, Melissa, Jessica, John, Sarai, Lupe, Chris, Christy, Naeli, Juanito, Eli, Ellie, my tios and tias over there and cousins, and those who can only be here within spirit, and everybody else. Now, there's also a few that I would like to thank even more so. That would be my beautiful mom, Gloria, and my amazing dad, Juan. Now, I wouldn't be speaking here right now if it wasn't for the both of you. And these past few years have been tough, this last year especially, but here we are, and we've made it. Now, I know Dad's proud and smiling down on all of us, and he wishing he was here, and I knowing that he is. Now, as you may know, high school's been tough for me, but throughout these past 4 years, we've all seen and experienced loss, heartache, pain, and death. However, we've also seen and experienced friendships, joy, love, and life. We must realize that our lives keep going on. Now, through this, we must find something to drive us into greatness and make a positive difference. Now, I've been asked repeatedly how I managed to do so much. And it was never because I was better or smarter, because I'm not. I was tenacious. I refused to be defined by anyone. I always sought to be the best, even if I knew I was not. I sought to make a name not just for myself, but for our community as well. I sought to make a difference, and you can do this just as well. Now, we cannot be defined by the color of our skin, nor the accent of our tongue, because we are indefinable. We cannot have limits placed on us because we are limitless. We cannot dwell in the past because we are the future. We are one, we are luchadores, we are conquistadores. Sí se puede y sí podemos. I bid you a fond farewell to the class of 2015, and to our audience, friends and neighbors, family and faculty from the class of 2015. Goodbye and God bless. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Contreras, for your farewell address. At this time, Senior Class Representative Estrella Loredo, Senior Class Boy Representative Joshua Samaniego, and Senior President Yesenia Ramirez will present a gift from the class of 2015 as a symbol of deep appreciation to Del Valle High School.
For 3 years, we have worked hard to raise enough money for our senior gift.
We are honored to continue the tradition of presenting the school with a senior gift.
Please enjoy our video. The Class of 2015 Senior Class gift is remodeling the press box. On the outside, there will be new paint, new windows, the Class of 2015 on the top with headlights. On the inside, there will be remodeled rooms, chairs, countertops, and the floor, along with new paint, a mural, new ACs, more outlets, and an improved passageway. If you would like to see the new remodeled press box, stop by the next football season.
Thank you, Mr. Samaniego, Ms. Loreto, Ms. Ramirez, for your presentation. The Conquistador Award is a symbol of success in overcoming obstacles. This award is given to students not necessarily the best academically or students that are the best athletes, but those who display the spirit of Del Valle. Numerous students were nominated for this award, and all were very worthy. These selected students will represent all those who give their time and effort and talent to the Del Valle family. Mr. Christopher Lopez, the voice of Del Valle, and Mr. Richard Sanchez, the Del Valle charter member, will read the bios of the Conquistador recipients.
Our first recipient plans on attending UTEP to earn a degree in engineering or computer science and would like to thank Mr. Marty Armendariz for enhancing his technical skills. He was a member of 3 honor societies, French, Spanish, and National Honor Society. He reached scholar status as a member of the Math UIL team and would like to thank Ms. Yolanda Gonzalez in helping him reach his goal. This recipient lives by the motto, "It's not a question of can or can't. There are just some things you gotta do." He was taught responsibility to reach his goals by his proud parents, Alberto and Maritza. Our Conquistador Award honoree goes to Brandon Delgado Malenche. Our second recipient is quite involved at Corpus Christi Parish Youth Ministry as an annual youth conference organizer, group secretary, a church choir member, and helped at the Our Lady of the Valley Summer Bible Camp. She was the historian for both the French Honor Society and Spanish Honor Society, where she organized the past induction ceremony. She's been a part of journalism since 2012 as head photographer for 2 years, organizer of Senior Favorites section, and was yearbook sweetheart in 2013 and 2014. This year, she was editor-in-chief for the 2015 yearbook, which Ms. Seltzer says is one of the best in recent years. I present the daughter of Adriana and Jose Luis, Miss Amy V. Garcia. Our third honoree plans to attend New Mexico State University to obtain a degree in journalism and mass communications filled by his high school involvement in Conquest Journal, working with digital media and filmmaking. He was a winner of Who's Who in audio-video technology, as well as a 3-year varsity football player. He was selected as all-district in football 3 times, was team captain for the twice district champs, twice by district champs, and area champions. According to Coach Perales, our honoree is an excellent leader on the football field. Also, he did his share of community service, helping to pass out Thanksgiving dinner for the needy, assisting with blood drives, and cleaning up at a children's daycare. He has made his parents, Andres and Melissa, very proud. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Manny Lama Sanguiano. Our fourth recipient joined the Law Enforcement Club her freshman year and became vice president her sophomore year. She was a sprinter in the JV track team her first 2 years and inducted to NHS as well. As a junior, she kept busy in English 3 AP and as a member of student council, a dash officer, and winning outstanding reports at the state convention. She was a member of the Superintendent's Advisory Committee, the Principal's Advisory Committee, and chaired the Leadership Del Valle meetings during her senior year. A quote from Walt Disney that she lives by is, "If you can dream it, you can do it." This year she did, as President of Student Council, the daughter of Jose Hernandez, Norma Almaguer, and Robert Evans, Miss Rihanna Hernandez. Our fifth recipient defines the term student athlete. He's ranked in the top 20 and is a member of the National Honor Society. He volunteered with Read Across America, the Lancaster Christmas Carnival, and at St. Francis Church. He competed in the high jump, long jump, and triple jump, obtaining a varsity letter in track and field. He was named 2-5A Offensive MVP and named to the El Paso Times first all-city basketball team. Yet, his best outings were in football. This past season, he rushed for over 1,000 yards, 13 touchdowns, passed over 2,967 yards with 46 touchdowns, finished the season as a 2-5A Offensive MVP, El Paso Times Player of the Year, All-District, Honorable Mention All-State, and Mr. Texas Top 10 Football Finalist. Yes, I think you have guessed that our student athlete is the son of Melinda and Alfredo. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Stephen Montes.
Our sixth recipient describes herself as self-motivated, and it shows in her athletic career as a 4-year varsity member of cross-country and track and a 3-year member of basketball. She kept herself busy, not just studying as denoted by her top 10 status, but she was in student council, FBLA, and the astronomy club. She was inducted into the English and National Honor Society, where she served as vice president this year. She volunteered at Our Lady of the Valley, the Child Crisis Center, and the Oasis Nursery Home. She says she works well under pressure, which will serve her well as she plans to attend UT El Paso to pursue an education degree. I present you the daughter of proud parents, Martin and Elizabeth, Miss Lisa Gutierrez. Our seventh recipient is a member of the National Honor Society, where he was inducted as a sophomore, a member of the Technical Theater, helping to build sets, and also a member of the Pep Squad, helping at football games and track meets. His claim to fame was top student in physical fitness and worked his way up in the JROTC program from raw recruit all the way to Cadet Brigade Commander. Retired Lieutenant Colonel Gary Crafton says he's the top cadet in all of YISD. He's the son of proud parents Rene and Liz, our seventh Conquistador winner, Mr. Justin Rene Cardona. Our 8th recipient contributed to the community, volunteering at the Oasis Nursing Home, Miracle League, and Child Crisis Center. She is a member of MBA, National English Honor Society, and Junior Leadership of El Paso. She served as Student Council Parliamentarian, 2015 Class Secretary, and Girl Representative. She earned awards as Who's Who in English 2 and Top Student in English 4 Dual Credit, Government AP, and Algebra 2. She was a 3-year member of basketball, but dedicated her senior year leading the most prestigious organization, the National Honor Society, where her motto, "I got this," made every project successful. She credits her older sister Paloma and her mother Maria for defining who she is, a leader. Miss Estrella Loredo. Our 9th recipient spent his time in speech and debate, reaching state competition status in cross-exam and duet interpretation, and reaching regionals in poetry and extemporaneous speaking. He was Who's Who in speech and FCCLA state qualifier in etiquette. Our recipient was Student Council Spirit Captain this year and a member of the Guitar Club. He worked as editor-in-chief of our school newspaper and was a regional qualifier in news, editorial, and headline writing. He says, "Words are my weapon of choice to be able to communicate, so I need the ability to create." This year, he won the Who's Who Award in newspaper for that ability. He has made his mom, Carolyn Perez, very proud. Mr. Nicholas Duran. Our 10th recipient earned top honors last year in Principles of Technology, and you would see her with her iPad in all her classes. As a sophomore, she joined Student Council and served as secretary and medaled this year in leadership. She was a member of the drama club, serving as historian for the past year, and found time to help with the class of 2015 student committee. She credits Mrs. Marrufo, Mrs. Serna, Mrs. Gutierrez, Mrs. Spitz, and me for giving her an opportunity to help serve her school. You understand, she's been battling a brain tumor that had left her having to relearn most activities, even walking, talking, and writing. But you can see for yourselves just how far she has come. Our last Conquistador winner, the daughter of proud parents Juan and Maribel, Miss Valeria Ojeda.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have one last conquistador left to present. Every once in a while, a particular role model, leader, teacher, mom, and principal becomes a part of our lives, but none other than a principal with a passion for education, the passion for learning, and the best of all, the passion for winning. Here at Del Valle, winning is something we do quite often. That is why we are one. But we have been fortunate to be led by a true conquistador. You have conquered our community for 9 years, and we hate to see you go. But just like Dr. Seuss once said, oh, the places you'll go. On behalf of Del Valle High School, the student body, faculty and staff, and our great community, it is my honor to present our final conquistador to our principal, Miss Carmen Crocet.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, sir. The kids and the staff know me well. As I have tried every trick in the book to hold tears, students know that it usually doesn't work. Members of the Ysleta Board of Trustees, Dr. De La Torre, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, I would now like to present the Del Valle class of 2015. I certify that these students have met all the requirements of the Ysleta Board of Trustees and the Texas Education Agency, and that they are certified to receive the diploma. I would like to ask Mrs. Patricia Torres McLean from the Board of Trustees to accept the class of 2015.
Good evening and welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, buenas noches y bienvenidos. As a member of the Board of Trustees, I am honored to take part in this very special occasion. First, I'd like to thank all of the family and friends, tíos, tías, abuelitos, primas, we all come with us tonight. High school graduation is such an important milestone in our students' lives, and we thank you for supporting them on their path toward a bright and promising future. Gracias. I'd also like to thank the faculty and staff of Del Valle High School, who are second to none, for their commitment to our students. Because of your unwavering hard work and dedication, our graduates have the knowledge, skills, and encouragement that they need to take the next step into their college and career goals. And to the class of 2015, your future is full of possibilities. I encourage you to continue to work hard so that you are prepared to take advantage of every opportunity. As graduates of Ysleta Independent School District, you benefit from a long tradition of excellence. You represent the hope and promise of our community. We wish you the best as you set out to achieve your goals and make a positive difference. Please come back and share your experiences and your knowledge with those that will follow. It is my hope that in 35 years, you, like me, will be standing here giving back to your community. May God bless you. And from the Board of Trustees, I would like to wish Ms. Crocet the very best in her future endeavors. And now, seniors, it is my pleasure to announce that you have successfully completed your education at Ysleta ISD. Mrs. Crocet, on behalf of the Board of Trustees, I here certify that these students have fulfilled the requirements of the Texas Education Agency and are eligible to graduate. Congratulations, conquistadores. wishes to the class of 2015. One family. Go, Big Bad Blue!
And now to do the presentation of the graduates is Mr. Jesus Serna and Ms. Veronica Rodriguez, with the collaboration of Del Valle High School's principal, Ms. Carmen Crocet, who will award diplomas along with the support of our superintendent, Dr. Xavier de la Torre, and the Board of Trustees.
They gotta get in order. Our valedictorian, David Angel Contreras. Our salutatorian, Ricardo Vega. Alfonso Arguin, Jr. Luis Manuel Rosales. Álvaro Hernández. Brandon Delgado Malenche. Christian Noel Sanchez. Lisa Marie Gutierrez. Martha Gabriela Yoshida Field. Estrella Loredo. Luz Estela Aguirre. Carla Amador. Jasmine Anchondo. Crystal Rose Barrera. Karen Ruby Benavides Corral. Jordan Patrick Bradley. Eileen Castro. Astrid Alejandra Chavez. Christina Marie Doporto. Jaslyn Escobedo León. Adam Andrew Evans. Jacqueline Flores. Amanda Carla Granados. Rihanna Hernandez. Steven Jesus Hernandez. Josué Emmanuel Medina. Victorina Jovita Melendez. Steven Montes. Daniel Wilbert Nicholas. David Allen Nicholas. Lucia Nishizawa Rodriguez. Karen Veronica Palacios. Jennifer Ponce. Rebecca Arlene Posada. Christopher Luis Terrell. Grecia Torres. Yanni Trochet. Carlos Vizcarra Alvarado. Samantha Acevedo. Manuel Aceves. Kimberly Aguirre. Nicholas Edward Ahumada. David Akel. Valeria Alanis. Miguel Alcantar. Nicole Alice Almaraz. Isaac Alvarez. Karina Alvarez. Jorge Humberto Aranda. Ricardo Arrajo Bermúdez. Nicholas Aaron Arias. Alejandro Armendares. Elvis Alexa Arriola. Jocelyn Arriola. Diana Aceret Avalos. Perla Avila. Stephanie Baralta. Irvin Osvaldo Bastardo Medina. Javier Alberto Bejarano. César Gabriel Benítez Chávez. Daniel Bermúdez. Allison Betancourt. Vanessa Bolado. Emily Leandra Bustillos. Samantha Danelle Calderon. Jasmine Stephanie Camacho. Larissa Gabriela Camacho. Christian Alejandro Camarillo. Brianna Monique Camposano. Jesus Jonathan Cañez. Justin Rene Cardona. Valeria Carlos. Miguel Carranza Pizarro. Joe Carrasco. Esmeralda Carrera. Yesel Carrera Castillo. Lidia Valeria Carrillo. Daniela Castañeda Rodríguez. Brittany Danelle Castillo. Marco Angelo Castillo. Priscilla Castillo. Jonathan Albert Castillo Nunez. Jonathan Michael Castro. Joshua Ceniceros. Jennifer Yajaira Cereceres Padilla. Yajaira Jacqueline Cervantes. Nelly Joanne Changuin. Alejandra Chavarria. Efraín Chavez. Vianney Alejandra Chivalle. Alexis Natalia Contreras. Mario Armando Contreras. Zaira Córdoba. Ever Armando Corona. Jesús Fernando Cortinas. Crisenia Celia Cosio. Bianca Yvette de Cruz. Jesús Israel de la Rosa. Margarita Díaz. Aileen Daniela Domínguez. Elizabeth Domínguez. Robert Matthew Domínguez. Stephen Thomas Domínguez. Brenda Elvira Duarte. Crystal Duque. Nicholas Matthew Duran. Mario Duran. Adrian Escobedo. Justin Larry Escobedo. Nidia Alejandra Esparza. Raymond Michael Espinosa. Joshua Esquivel. Dalia Excel Estrada Bencourt. Betsy Favela. Jasmine Favela. Margarita Fernandez Arellana. Cheyenne Page Fierro. Ariel Victoria Flores. Jonathan Flores. Paola Gabriela Flores. Karen Aidí Flores Hernández. Dominic Fontes. Berenice Fonseca. Jesús Javier Frías. Sabrina Galaviz. Nancy Elena Galindo. Sandra Galindo. Alexis Galindo Guillen. Adán Daniel García. Amy Viviana García. Allison Arlette Garcia. Armando Garcia Jr. Dana Dakota Garcia. Eleni Garcia. Jose Angel Garcia. Marianne Elaine Garcia. Roland Garcia. Selena Garcia. Jose Garcia Nájera. Billy Ray Gardea. Salvatore Frank Garite. José Guadalupe Gaxiola Valenzuela. Jalen Isaiah Golden. Esperanza de Amor Gómez. Jessica Gómez. Diego Enrique Gómez Bejar. Diana Marlene Gómez Venegas. Kimberly Ann Gonzalez. Antonio Gonzalez. Brian Anthony Gonzalez. Sasha Maria Gonzalez. Viviana Gonzalez. Adrián Ángel Guerrero. Pilar Paloma Guerrero Piña. Andrea Gurrola. Jamie Cindy Gutierrez. Savannah Aisha Gutierrez. Daniel Gutierrez de León. Giselle Guzmán. Eric Harrison. Cassandra Hernandez. Christian Hernandez. Estrella Bria Hernandez. Ezequiel Javier Hernandez. Jacob Hernandez. José Cruz Hernández. Luis Alberto Hernández. Luis Faustino Hernández. Marco Aurelio Hernández. Diego Adrian Herrera. Kimberly Herrera. Leticia Araceli Herrera. Victor Armando Herrera. Vivian Elisa Heidler. Alejandra Holguín. Celia Holguín. Sofía María Holguín. Excel Holguín Jiménez. Janet Holguín Cano. Stephanie Ibavin. Daniela Estivali Labrada. Manuel Andrés Sanguiano. Alexis Martina Lerma. Joshua Ryan Lewis. Marco Antonio Limón Guereca. Marlene Lizalde. Alexandra Lopez. Ashley Lopez. Bethany Shania Lopez. Cassandra Nancy Lopez. Jacqueline Lopez. Jaylene Lopez. Jeanette Karina Lopez. Jose L. Lopez. Matthew Lopez. Ezequiel López Ibarra. Eros David Loya. Kimberly Loya. Jacob Lucero. Areli Lujan. Jacob Luna. Christopher Macias. Kristen Chanel Macias. Anthony Maciel. Cynthia Maese. Víctor Eduardo Maldonado. Daisy Priscilla Marquez.
Hazel Lee Marquez. Luis J. Marquez. Timothy Michael Marquez. Eduardo Ivan Martha. Ashley Martinez. Carolina Martinez. Isaiah Anthony Martinez. Jeremy Isaac Martinez. Nicholas Gabriel Martinez. Patricia Nicole Martinez. Santiago Martinez. Isidro Martinez. Alejandro Mata Aguirre. Nicole Mata Aguirre. Jacqueline Yvette Mata Flores. Daniel Alejandro Medina. Good job. Eric Eduardo Medina. Jasmine Medina. June Cheyenne Medina. Taylor Medina. Grace Mesa. Brian Miller. Kimberly Ann Miller. Brianna Priscilla Morales. Denise Guadalupe Morales. Jasmine Nicole Morales. Sabrina Morales. Leanne Morales Urbina. Eduardo Moreno. Verónica Cristina Moreno. Alexis Emmanuel Muñoz. Alfredo Murillo. Yarisma Alejandra Nájera. Andrew Jacob Navejas. Vladimir Ocampo. Valeria Elizabeth Ochoa Esparza. Adrian Ocon. Eduardo Ojeda. Valeria Ojeda. Sabrina Marie Olivas. Christian Olmedo Carrillo. Eric Esteban Olmos. Edgar Ordóñez. Cristal Orozco. David Armando Orozco. Sapphire Abigail Ortega. Leslie Stephanie Ortiz. Johanna Paulette Ortiz Gonzalez. Jonathan Sergio Oyervides. Alberto Padilla. Ubal Padilla. Alonso País. Samantha Palacios. Dominic Michael Parada. Samantha Elvira Parra. Jesus Manuel Payan. Paola Paz. Giovanna Marlene Peña. Andrew George Purchase. Jessica Purchase. David Perez. Ilse Perez. Jennifer Perez. Lawrence Perez. Miguel Ángel Perez. Vianney Perez. Victor Perez. Josué Pichardo. Dominic Piña. Jacob Andrew Pineda. Abraham Pineda. Dominic Anthony Ponce. Marco Antonio Porras. Sergio Portillo. Elizabeth Quesada. Gerardo Quintanilla. Erin Renee Ramirez. Dana Marie Ramirez. Ismael Ramirez. Jorge Ramón Ramirez. Ulysses Ramirez. Yesenia Ramirez. Alan Ramos. Luis Carlos Ramos. Carla Denise Razo. Juan Armando Reyes. Xochitl Reyes. Brian Ismael Reyes Barraza. Edwin Saúl Reza. Jacqueline Edith Ricarte. Bianca Eileen Rios. María Fernanda Rios. Marisa Rivera. Eileen Arlette Rodriguez. Diego Rodriguez. Grace Rodriguez. Jermaine Rodriguez. Jesus Alejandro Rodriguez. Marcos Rodriguez. María de Jesús Rodriguez. Megan Nicole Rodriguez. Vince Andrew Rodriguez. Jeanette Rodriguez Esparza. Gerardo Axel Rodriguez. Elizabeth Rodriguez Sanchez. Victoria Marie Rojas. Joshua Roberto Rojero. Christopher Edward Romero. Andrew Isaac Rubio. Alder Reese. Daniel Reese. Erica Jeanette Reese. Raylene Eileen Reese. Liliana Reese Zuniga. Mateo Adolfo Saavedra. Gabriel Salas. Nathan Salas. Fernie Benjamin Salazar. Glenn Salazar. Michelle Lisette Salazar. Samantha Marie Salcedo. Michael Salcido. Gonzalo Saldaña. Christian Saldivar Duchesne. Joshua Samuel Samaniego. Melanie Zambrano. Juan Alejandro Sanchez. Paul Matthew Sanchez. Raúl Serna. Lazarus Serrano. Daniel Sigala. Isaac Mason Silva. Winter Aspen Silva. Alicia Cimental. Isaiah Eduardo Simmons. Michael Andrew Slaby. Brianna Astrid Solis. David Gilberto Solis. Luis Soria. Jasmine Hortensia Sosa. Jorge Salvador Sosa. Araceli Soto. Kevin Soto. Virginia Soto. Daida Paola Soto Rodriguez. Brian Staton. Ramiro Ignacio Terrazas. Robin Roxanne Trejo. Yael Trejo. Gerardo Trujillo Montes. Adrian Urenda. Stephanie Diana Urquizo. David Lee Valdez. Bianca Lauren Valencia. Israel Aniel Valencia. Andrew Valles. Denise Alice Valles. Alejandro Ignacio Vargas. Mark Anthony Vasquez. Perla Suhey Vasquez. Alexis Saúl Vega. Leonardo Rafael Vega. Andrew Verdugo. Adrian Vicencio. Eric Vidauri. Luisa Fernanda Villa. Joanna Cristina Villalobos. Louis Lawrence Villalobos. Kelly Joe Villasaña. Brandy Ann Viela. Sabrina Zambrano. Carlos Jesus Sebastián Zamudio. Leslie Saraí Zapata. Thomas Rafael Sapien Rivera. Carol Lee Cepeda. And Jeanette Granados. Oscar Hinojosa. Ricardo Lopez. David Navarrete. Jacob Trinidad. And the last graduate of the class of 2015, Irvin Ricardo Zurita.
Thank you, Mrs. Serna, Ms. Rodriguez. In a few moments, our seniors will be exiting in a recessional out of the tunnel to the south side of the Don Haskins Center. Family and friends, please meet your graduates there. And now, it is my pleasure to perform the tassel ceremony for the class of 2015. If I can have you stand, please. The final act of graduation is the tassel ceremony. As a symbol of completion of your work and your graduation, please move your tassels from right to left. You are now officially 2015 graduates of Del Valle High School. Congratulations, class of 2015.
This is where the chapter ends. A new one now begins. Time has come for letting